Something is brewing for the Bitcoin price right now. The volatility is going down, things are getting kind of boring, and a lot of indicators are pointing towards a massive breakout for the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term. Today we will talk with Carl from the Moon and also with Davinci J15 about that several indicators and also the direction of the breakout and our specific price targets. You do not want to miss out on that, but for now we want to come to the most important questions of today. Carl from the Moon and Davinci J15, our birthday child today. How are you both doing today, my man? And let's start with you, man. Davinci, it's your birthday.
Well, I'm doing great. I mean, a little tired because it's like 11:30 right now when we're doing this video, and I had a red-eye flight here, and I was in the park of Disney World park for all day long, walking everywhere, and yeah, you can get really tired really fast, especially in the sun.
Yeah, man,
Whoa!
but it's
So how you
amazing
doing
that
today, Carl?
you are enjoying your time over there and that you're enjoying your birthday. So, Carl, how are you doing today?
Just amazing. Singapore is just amazing. We're having a great time over here.
Yeah, a massively great time. It's
Massively great.
actually amazing.
It
Yeah,
is.
so Davinci, yeah, maybe we can pull up the charts. And I have a small little announcement while you are pulling up the charts for the audience. So, guys, watch the video. That's the most important thing until the end. But then go into the description or into the pinned comment and go to pandoraswallet.com. As you know, that's Davinci's amazing product. It's his birthday today. So if you haven't already, that's the latest time you should do it right now. Download it. It's a free trial, like 30 days. And only if you like it, you can just make your decision to purchase it. If you don't like it, leave it like that. But it's his birthday, it's for free, it's a no-brainer to check it out right now. It's an updated version, so like the amazingness is so huge. It's like already 5 times better as it was before, and it was already amazing before. So make sure you check it out in the pinned comment. And now, Davinci, you have already pulled up the charts. Let me just pull away our faces here so we can see the charts properly. And yeah, what do you think about the price in that exact moment? The breakout is probably coming very soon. And maybe we can go into the daily and see what specific indicators are pointing towards that massive breakout.
Well, currently we're seeing a little bit of a Bollinger Band squeeze. I like to see it squeeze a lot more than this on the daily. I like what it's doing on the weekly. It's still It's still coming closer and closer together, and that's always a good sign. But on the daily, I would like to see a little bit more action. We probably will get more action, more squeezing if Bitcoin comes back down here and tries to retest this lower level, then it will squeeze even more. If the lower level fails and comes back up, so that could happen as we go into the back date on the 23rd, where we could actually have an opposite effect than what we usually expect, which is buy the rumor, sell the news, or sell the fact, kind of deal, which would be interesting to see happen. I've never seen a market. Well, I mean, I've only been trading for a short time, but in that short time, I haven't seen a market where on the news day that prices actually do the what everybody expects. It usually does what people don't expect.
Yeah, it's great that you are bringing that up, Davinci. Also in combination with the Bollinger Bands, because as everyone knows, once they are squeezing, once they break out of the Bollinger Bands, usually the volatility goes like crazy, especially in combination with something like a descending triangle. Just remind yourself, guys, on November 2018, what happened back then. I mean, we all know we broke to the downside, but actually the volatility was massive. So I want to bring up something also, the event, which is in perfect alignment to that. So let's say the price is going to go a little bit lower. The Bollinger Bands are going to be squeezed a little bit heavier even. And we are going into that news event. It might be even the trigger, because if we remember ourselves on the last breakout in November 2018 out of the descending triangle, we actually had the Bitcoin SV event being in alignment to the end of the descending triangle. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I remember it. And that was a massively bearish event because, like Craig Wright was selling or was saying that he will be selling Bitcoin, that he won't even care about if the Bitcoin price is going to $1,000. So that was a very bearish event. Backed is tend to be maybe a little bit more of a bullish event, even though many people right now say we might see the opposite, but that in the end might trigger the price to go to the upside for good. But yeah, so the Bollinger Bands, Carl, do you have anything to add? Maybe any indicators you are looking at which are also pointing towards a massive breakout, and maybe also the direction?
So I guess one thing that I haven't seen people talk about is the fact that there is a hidden bullish divergence on the daily chart, looking at the RSI compared to to the price then. And I think maybe Davinci can pull out
Yeah.
2 lines there.
Yeah, let me just close these here
Yeah,
and bring up this,
because I do believe that
bring
there's
this up a little
something.
bit. So what you were showing me earlier on, right, with the hidden divergence, and was over here. Let me just bring this up so that we can
Yeah,
see
perfect.
it a little bit clearly. So this bottom right here, right, and I'm gonna hide the Willy, right, and so just we only deal with
Great.
the RSI, and this is on RSI 9. Hang on, let me just change it to 14 because that's the one you're using, right, and then yeah, so that should be it. And so we have from here, that's the bottom, all the way down here. Now I'm going to call this one red, right? Because this was a lower low on the RSI. But what you're saying here is that we're getting a higher low up here, right? Is that correct?
That's very, very correct. And so, yeah, that would be called a hidden bullish divergence, and that's not as usual. And I don't really look at them that much. I usually use the regular bullish divergence and bearish divergence. They are very, very accurate. They are very, very powerful, and I've had many, many trades go very, very well thanks to those. I don't use these as much, so it's going to be very interesting to see how powerful this can be. But yeah, this would be a bullish sign. And we've also, both of us have been looking at the 20 EMA, the 20 MA, the 50 moving average on the 3-day chart,
Yes.
and the EMA ribbon. There's so much support below the price right now that should indicate that there's a lot of support. So I know this is a very, very bullish channel, and there are a lot of bullish signs, and I just want to point that out, that there are a lot of bullish signs right now. And in fact, generally when we're in a bull trend, it makes sense to expect the trend to continue. So yeah, I guess you could make a strong case for the bullish case here, looking at the fact that we've had that big break from 4K up to 14K. Now we are in a consolidation phase. Technically, it would make a lot of sense for this to be a consolidation phase, which would also be could form. It could work out as a continuation pattern.
Yes. Yeah, and we are here also on our channel. Like, I'm not talking for you, Davinci. You can make your own point, but you are also in the MMCrypto team. But like, for example, in my opinion, the likelihood of us to break higher is actually also higher because of all the reason we mentioned. I'm actually also like your 20 EMA, but the 50 period moving average on the 3-day is actually also very powerful because we had the golden cross, and now this 50 period moving average on the 3-day is going inside the descending triangle. We have never ever seen a 3-day close below that in a bull market. So all of these things coming together like really let us lean to more towards the bullish side. And of course, however, if we were to break to the downside, it might be a massive break to the downside, but we would rewrite the history, or we cannot consider that even a bull market anymore. Like, I don't know, like the likelihood is actually pretty low.
Well, on the weekly chart, we could in fact get a wick.
Yes.
That could take a week, right? Because we need the weekly close to be above.
Yeah.
So that could create some fear, and it could create the scenario, or the perception of the scenario that we might be breaking.
Like a last washout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll be right back up again.
Yeah.
So
But on the 3-day, we only have 3 days for
Yeah,
that week.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's even less likely. But of course, man, everything can happen. We can break to the downside. And you also mentioned already some targets like of 8,500 or 7,500 if we were to break to the
So
downside.
8.5k is the bottom for the biggest EMA futures chart gap. I've been talking a lot about that over my channel. And gaps, they usually like to get filled. That's just a basic charting fact that many people are
Yeah.
aware of. And I've always also said that right now I think 7.5k, that's the absolute lowest Bitcoin can go right now. I believe so. If Bitcoin
Yeah.
breaks to the downside,
That would be huge volatility if that should happen in a week.
if that were
Within a
to
week.
happen.
So Davinci, looking at all these different things you mentioned, Carl mentioned, I mentioned here, let's say we break out of the triangle. What is your preferred direction, like only looking at it from a TA perspective, and what is your exact target after the breakout, our next step where we might top out locally?
Here's what I would do for a crazy. I'm thinking about now for a crazy trade here, but making it simple, making it so that you don't lose a whole lot of money, is that if you like do a $50 bet here, and you could do that at any percentage losses, all you have to do is reduce, just do the math on this and how much you can bet and how much you're going to lose, but based on if I'm going to lose 3.43%. And so if this holds, this bottom holds, right? I think you could take this trade all the way to wherever it goes, which is probably going to be like $17,000. And so that would be, let's just say, if it goes all the way to $17,000, that's a huge,
It's a
huge,
nice risk return ratio. Wow.
massive, massive.
Tremendously massive. We are talking about 1 to, what is it? Can't see it right now. 1 to
I'm
22?
gonna 33. It looks like.
No,
Then 22.
yeah.
22.
Heavy, man, heavy. Also, for everyone who is interested in that,
you'd take $50 and you'd go more 200. Was it 200x? I think that'd be what?
so
Yeah,
everyone,
exactly.
everywhere, it depends on the leverage, but everyone who is interested in the exact numbers, if you cannot see it right now, it would be a price of 9,682 as the buy-in, and then your take profit would be at approximately 17,000. But guys, of course, be aware of the heavy risk involved in that trade. So that's why he's also setting a stop loss down there at 9,350. But if you're interested in that, we will, as always, share the trading, like the trading setup in our Telegram community, the Coinigy or the Trading View link over there. So
But
make
this
sure you
trade,
join our
if you could
community.
take your $50, you got your Bybit, what was it, $110? You take $50 of that and put it into this trade. I mean, come on, you know what? You got the money free, so might as well.
Yeah, like, or maybe $110. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, of course, link also given down in the description down below. So maybe we do some concluding thoughts because we have a very nice lunch coming up right now. Davinci, what are your thoughts? You think actually also that the odds are a little bit higher that we break to the upside for good. Your target is 17,000 approximately. How about you? What do you think? You are from the Moon channel, so hopefully it is also some kind of a moon prediction. But
Yeah, my bullish target for a break to the upside would be initially 14k.
yes.
Yeah, that would be the safe target. But yeah, I mean, we can take a look at the next Fibonacci level, which is approximately 16k, and I guess that was my target a long time ago. If we were to have broken above the 14k, the next major Fibonacci level would have been 16k. So that level still makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, so we have a lot of bullish targets, but for everyone watching right now, make sure you take part at the poll here above and let us know if you think that we will break to the upside or to the downside. And in the comment section, please leave your specific price target, because we want to make a little collection, like put it into an Excel spreadsheet. And just in the end of the year, we will do some polls and we want to see if the majority is more or less right or more or less wrong. So make sure you participate there. Also, before we wrap up today's episode, a major and important announcement. Most probably, like, I will go for 100%, maybe some other people from the MMCrypto team, maybe even Davinci, we will show it to him, and also maybe even Carl, to the Korea Blockchain Week. Make sure you check it out. There is a link in the description down below, and it actually feels heavily great to shill that event, because if you go to the speakers, Vitalik Buterin will be there, Michael Novogratz will be there, Nick Szabo will be there, Larry Sanger from Wikipedia, Thomas Lee. Guys, you cannot make that up. It is heavily crazy. We will have networking events, and the tickets are actually pretty cheap if you look at it from a 4 or 5 day perspective, a few $100s. So there is a link in the description down below. There is also a discount code. We are not getting any referral for that, but they just want to see like how many people are coming from the lovely crypto community from MMCrypto. So make sure you check it out. Actually, this might be one of the best events in the year if you only look at the speakers and the networking events around it. So Korea Blockchain Summit, Seoul on the 27th to the 4th of October. I think the first days are the most important ones. So guys, make sure you check it out. And yeah, you'd also check out Pandora's Wallet. It's Davinci's birthday, and please leave some love in the comment section down below. You know we always read your comments. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for your time, and let's go for some nice lunch. Davinci, I hope you enjoy your evening. You don't get too wild today on your birthday, and I hope we see each other very soon.
Definitely, definitely. I think we're gonna probably meet up for next Singapore event, right?
That's the latest. That's the latest. That's the latest. All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We will see each other at the next episode of MMCrypto. You know there's a Bybit link down below. You know there's a very nice, it's here, a very nice Bybit tutorial popping up just below Davinci's lovely face. So make sure you tickle it right now. You watch it right now. So thank you so much for watching it. As always, guys, we see each other very, very soon. And as always, guys, bye-bye.